Hi guys, this is Bhaskar Berry. Today I'm going to show you how to use SCD Type 3. What do you mean by SCD Type 3? The slowest changing dimension Type 3 preserves only few history versions of data. Most of the time current and previous version. The previous version values will be stored into the additional columns within the same dimensional record. As we have seen in the SCD Type 1, SCD Type 1 doesn't store the historical data which would be useful for the data warehouse. But in SCD Type 2, there will be unlimited history stored in the tables, so it is very difficult to maintain also. Whereas when we compare to the SCD Type 3, it preserves only the few limit. You can even like previous records or previous to previous records, two levels of records. This, but most of the times they'll maintain only the previous records and the current versions of the records for the limited columns. What are the columns they required? So specific columns, not for the entire columns. Okay. Okay, let me show you with an example with the scenario in this. Okay, initially I have taken the tables as dim customer and target dim customer. So in dim customer we have like customer address, city, state, report. So let me have a previous states of both like city, state and zip code here. Okay, let me try to show you it in the designer. Go to the designer. I've already imported the source table and the target table. Let me create a mapping for this. Type 3. Drag the source to this. Once source is drag the lookup, which is from the t target employee. Uh, Drag the customer ID so that we can join these conditions. Change to insert, add the conditions saying that custody in custody now. Apply. Okay. Once you have added the lookup transformation for checking, let me drag and drop the expression to evaluate that fields. Okay, I need all these things. Drag it and drop it in here. So here I need state, city, state and zip along with this created and updated. Okay, so even the S key is also added here. Let me go to the expression editor and change these values as previous. Okay, this created date is nothing but sys date. And the update date. S key, let me add one more thing like field insert or update integer ports. If is null, which is null, that's S key. Where is that S key? If surrogate key is null, then it's a new record insert. Otherwise, if city is not equal to the previous city, or state is not equal to the previous state, or zip code is not equal to the previous zip, those times it will be good to need to update, otherwise default validate. Okay, click OK, apply. Okay, so once you have added expressions, so we'll add a rotor transformation to differentiate this rotor transformation. So what are the columns you require in rotor? I'm going to drag and drop everything here into the rotor transformations so that I can differentiate whatever the columns are required there. Create two groups, one for insert and one for update. Okay, so I created here. Let me create update strategy, but I don't think I required update strategy for inserting because I am just inserting. So what I'm going to do, but most of the cases I use this update strategy here for the SCD type 1 and all. So I'm not going to use this update strategy transformation here. I'm going to directly load it into the target table, and I need a sequence generator for creating a surrogate key. Where is this S key? It's here. Okay. Okay. Custom ID name address to city zip. Okay, this is for inserting everything. But if you see that the previous things and all will be not available here, so I'm just going to remove this. Because the first when you're trying to insert the previous values will be all null here, so I'm removing them. So add one more update for the strategy transformation for updation. Add this, go to the properties and change this for dd update, validate, okay, apply, okay, and let me drag the target table again here. This is for insert. This is for update. Surrogate key, and map all these things: customer ID name, address, 2 3 cities, state, zip, uh, and I don't want to add created because created date will be at only once and only I just need to update the date. Okay, okay, let arrange all those things. So this is how it looks. Save it and create a mapping for this, sorry, workflow for this. Change the connections if you need here. The workflow name will be this. Okay, let me log into this. Closing all the existing workflows, and I have type 3. Let me cross check the properties in the mappings. Source is culprit source. Okay, target, let me change this to normal. Okay, and lookup transformations. Okay, apply. Okay, save it. And before running, let me check in the target table. There is no records in the target table for right now. So in the first run, it should all load it into the target table. Okay, you can see that 4 records has been inserted successfully. See here, but the previous value is null because when the initially it is inserting, everything will be null. Okay, let me change with any of the city, state, zip code. City is तुमको K 11111. Okay, I've changed the first record. You can see it in the source here. Okay, so this is the uh, current value should be, and these are the previous value should store it here. Okay, let us run the job again. If you see here, no records has been inserted, only one record has been updated. Okay, so you can see here like the current values are this and the previous values are this. And if you change it again to that, let's see, if you change the zip code to, what do you say, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. See, it has 1 2 3 4 5 6 and the previous value was 560032. This will get lost. This will be replaced by this, and this will be replaced by this. Current value will be replaced into this, so the previous history will not be stored. Okay, let me show you, run that and show you the again. Only one record has been updated. We'll see. If you see here, uh, see the previous value 5603 has been lost. The previous value, only the previous value will be stored, not the history information will not be stored here. Okay, so similarly we can restrict the columns which we require for the previous values. Okay, thank you for watching. Please do subscribe.